They call it the ghost of the mountains, a predator so silent, so perfectly hidden, that even scientists studying it for decades rarely see it in the wild. The snow leopard is built for a world that almost no other animal can survive. A world of blizzards, cliffs, and silence. But the real mystery is how it got this way. How did an ordinary ancestor, millions of years ago, evolve into a creature so elusive it became almost invisible? To understand the snow leopard, you have to imagine its home. The Himalayas, the Pamirs, Titian mountains where oxygen is thin. Temperatures plunge below 40 grados bajo cero, and a single misstep means falling thousands of feet. In an environment that extreme evolution becomes ruthless, only the most specialized survivors remain. So evolution shaped the snow leopard into a ghost. Start with its fur, not just thick, but one of the densest coats in the animal kingdom. Each hair traps heat. The pale gray patterns blend perfectly with rock and snow. From a few meters away, the markings disappear. It's not camouflage, it's vanishing. Then there are the eyes. Snow leopards have unusually pale, green-gray irises that reflect more light. In the thin, icy air, where the sun bounces off snow like a mirror, their vision is sharpened to detect the slightest movement. A hoof slipping, a shadow shifting, a gust of wind carrying the scent of prey. But their most astonishing adaptation is something you rarely notice in pictures. Their tail. It's nearly as long as their entire body, thick like a rope, heavy and flexible. This isn't decoration. It's balance. Snow leopards chase prey across cliffs, barely wider than a human foot. One wrong step is lethal. The tail is their counterweight, a built-in tightrope pole, letting them sprint along ledges you wouldn't dare crawl across. And evolution didn't stop there. Their chest is massive, not for intimidation, but because they need enormous lungs to pull in oxygen at altitudes where humans struggle to breathe. Their nasal passages are enlarged, warming the freezing air before it reaches their lungs. Even their paws evolved into natural snowshoes, spreading their weight so they don't sink into snow. Every feature was sculpted by the mountains. But the ghost-like nature of the snow leopard isn't just physical, it's behavioral. In places where prey is scarce, stealth becomes everything. Snow leopards can stalk for hours, step by step, their paws placing themselves like they're walking on glass. They rarely roar. Their soft calls don't echo through the mountains, keeping them hidden from both prey and rivals. And that silence has shaped their evolution in another way. Snow leopards live alone. They don't form packs or prides. They roam thousands of square kilometers, following migrating prey, shadows in an endless landscape of stone. This solitary life forced them to become incredibly intelligent problem solvers. They memorize terrain, migration paths, escape routes. They can leap up to 15 meters farther than any cat alive, not because they rebuilt for jumping, but because mountain hunting leaves no room for air. So how did snow leopards become the ghosts of the mountains? By adapting to a world where the rules are different, where strength matters less than silence, where camouflage matters more than speed, where every breath, every step, every choice can mean survival or death. Evolution carved them into one of the most specialized predators the world has ever seen, a creature perfectly matched to cold winds, thin air, and ancient stone. A creature you almost never see, but always feel watching. That is why the snow leopard is a ghost, not because it hides, but because it was shaped to move through the mountains like they're part of its body. A living shadow, sculpted by altitude, silence, and the impossible beauty of the world's highest places.